Good Tuesday afternoon, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. I wanted to talk to you about intuition or those inner thoughts. As I was growing up, and I recall, and you probably still hear it to this day, you will hear this thing called woman's intuition. It's that inner voice. That's what they say, when you are attempting to try to get over, or that sixth sense. Women can tend to feel that, see that. Well, it's not actually just a woman thing. Men have intuition as well, inner thoughts. When we deal with them, we listen to them, but we don't pay them any attention in most cases. Well, I'm at a place where I do. So with that being said, share a story with you. On Sunday, I was given a task, and that task was from the man that sits high and looks low. I was told to do something, and that something I was told to do was to reach out to a friend of mine who hadn't talked to in a while, and just to check on him. I called. I didn't get an answer. He saw that I called, and he called me back, and we started talking. And in the midst of our conversation, I asked him a question at the beginning of the conversation. And the conversation we had is a conversation between me and him, and I'm going to keep it just like that. But just follow the story if you don't mind. So in the midst of the conversation, we went to a place that was needed, and I was given a task, and I exercised it. I did what I was told to do, intuition, in a voice. And where we ended up, there was a need on both sides, but more so, he needed someone to talk to. And the one thing he always knew, he can always talk to me. We hadn't talked in a while based on everything that's going on with me, but that was me listening, intuition, inner thoughts, and doing what needed to be done. And we walked away, ending a call in a better situation than we went in. And after I hung the phone up, I was again listening, intuition, inner thoughts. I was told to reach out to a younger individual, grown man, and I sent him a text, and I asked, can you talk? I got the text back, yes. Reached out, and we started talking. And again, sharing some things, and it was beneficial on both sides, because I don't want this to feel as though it was a one-sided thing. But I'm sharing it from a standpoint. I did what I needed to do because they needed what I could offer. One, and most importantly, an ear. An ear. Because what they had to share, I needed to listen in order to know how to respond. And sometimes it wasn't so much me responding, it was more of them being able to just release what they needed to release, because it's still, even in adulthood, it takes a village. And we have to understand what role needs to be played at the time that it needs to be played, because not every time someone needs to talk to you, it doesn't mean you have to talk back. So I felt the need to share this today only because I know there's so many people who are out there who need someone to talk to, and they don't know who to talk to. And then the ones that they choose to talk to, they don't know how to be talked to, because they're too busy and too focused on trying to get what they need to say out, instead of listening to the person that is in more need than you at this moment. Just, again, something to think about based on life lessons, the ability to get to the levels that we need to get to, and knowing who we need to be when it's time for us to be the one that's needed instead of the one that's always in need. Be blessed on this Tuesday. Give thanks for this Tuesday, and just appreciate the opportunities, for all opportunities. Take care.